Cracking and buckling in the intense tropical heat, the soda flats of Lake Magadi surround a shallow puddle of the alkali-saturated water. See that? That's like a beach here. A view northwards over Lake Natron in the dry season reveals the white tide marks of crystallizing soda alternated with dark ooze of the lake bed. During the rains of the lake rises, but wherever the water is shallow it becomes heated by the sun and evaporates quickly to leave ridges of soda. The lake is supplied by alkaline springs below its surface and by streams of flowing over soda-rich soil, like the one at the bottom right, entering from the direction of the volcano. Joy! At all the soda flakes. Swirls of hundreds of flamingos appear white against the lurid surface of Lake Natron, stained red by the algae that thrive on soda. See that? White, soda-rimmed craters pockmark the surface of Lake Natron, where bubbles of liquid or gas have burst upwards through its crust. Well, that's like bloody water! Along the south shore of Lake Rudolph, the extinct cones of Nabu Ayatom foreground and the Albali Agatuk jut out into the water, where they have helped contaminate with soda. Although this lake is bitter, it supports many forms of life, particularly an immense bloom of algae that changes the color of Rudolph from the sky blue to jade green according to the amounts of sunlight and wind. That with all the soda things. Snaking into the middle of Lake Rudolph, the freshwater river Almo flows towards the camera between its own raised banks or levees. These and the Bird's Foot Delta in the foreground are accumulations of debris and silt carried out into Rudolph by the fresh river water, which is comparatively light and therefore flows over the top of the denser soda solution already in the lake. The debris is deposited as the river currently gradually slows down and builds over the years into firm ground. He's becoming ground. A catastrophe that overtook flamingos in 1962 is documented in these two pictures. The lesser flamingos, which usually breed in the soda shallows of Lake Natron, are driven by floods in the soda-saturated Lake Magadi nearby. Just when the eggs were about to hatch, Magadi's shallows became too dry and many birds deserted their nests top. Chicks that did hatch become encrusted with soda ink at bottom. Although wildlife field workers helped to freeze 10,000 of them, thousands more died. And there's are the flamingo nests. Oh, look at the baby flamingo. Doesn't it look cute? Sleeping flamingos stir with the yearly morning sun and begin to feed. Night and day, they remain in the alkaline waters, their webbed feet supporting them on their soft mud. The lake acts as both their source of food and as a protection from most predators. An occasional fledgling may fall victim to a lance-billed marabou stork, but otherwise, the only casualties in a flamingo colony are eggs or chicks in the nests that can be reached over firm ground by enterprising prowling animals such as hyenas or jackals. You know the flamingos? In a breeding colony of greater flamingos, the canopy of ruffled plumage and the forest of legs provide a secure home for the chicks. You know the flamingos? These are the chicks. A greater flamingo chick receives a parent breeding. Soon it will be pushed out for Spartan upbringing in the colonies. See the baby? And the flamingos get their pink color because of the shrimp they eat. A great cloud of lesser flamingos takes to the air left, necks outstretched to counterbalance their long necks. Like many other waterfowl, they may well be unable to fly at all when they molt in the breeding season. Luckily, their breeding quarters are invariably on a soda lake, where there are few predators. See all the goose flamingos flying? Gawky and vulnerable, lesser flamingos run through the shadows above and beat their wings for a takeoff. It is a dangerous moment. A marabou stork that chooses its moment can easily intercept a weak one as it scrambles to escape into the air and knock it into the water and there to peck it to death. Here are the lesser flamingos, then they're running. Nearer than the lake, lesser flamingos huddled in a tight group to prevent breezes disrupting the calm water that is ideal for feeding. See it? They're resting in the water. With their hands in the characteristic upside-down position, a pair of lesser flamingos suck and sift algae from the calm soda shallows. See? They're eating algae. Flamingos playing through the morning mist to join their flock on Lake Nakaru.